Welcome to our deep dive into market structures. Over the next few days, we'll uncover strategies that can transform your approach.
Good everyone, and welcome to this market technical breakdown. My name is Anthony Phillips Njoko, the founder of 10 Digital Lane, where everyone who has a knowledge gap in digital trading can get the right knowledge, get the right guidance, and also get the right tool sets to enable them trade the financial market profitably. This market technical breakdown is for the time period of 20th of October to 24th of October. And how this market technical breakdown goes is that we're going to be going through different pairs, the Forex pairs, the crypto pairs. We're going to show you the forecast of what we said these pairs will do last week. And as well, we're going to show you what our view of these pairs is for this week. What we're currently looking at is our official website. And on this our official website, you can see the products we offer, you can see the team behind these products, and also you can see the various materials that you can get being members of this particular community and company. Okay, you can also see testimonies of students who have joined in the past about this academy and also the success that we're able to achieve. You can watch the videos here on the website, and we have a collection donation that is currently going on, and we're going to use that to celebrate our 4 years in business on the 28th of October 2025. And this is to the grace of God and to the mercy of God and to the blessings of God that we are able to achieve these heights, not giving up, being innovative, scaling through, and providing value all this while. So with that in mind, let's dive into the chart. So these are the pairs we'll be talking about. We'll be talking about Euro USD, talking about GBP USD, talking about GBP JPY, talking about XAU USD, also known as gold. We're talking about Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. So let me open up the Euro USD chart. This is the Euro USD chart, and for last week, our forecast for last week on Euro USD, the market was here as at Friday when it closed, and the market opened over here on Monday. I told you guys that the market already had this up push. We're expecting a retest. This was the retest the market gave us, and then another up push to head towards the supply zone. And then from this supply zone, we should not expect the market to go down. So that was the projection. So our forecast for last week was 100% on point. 100% on point. If you are just looking for buys only, you see that the market formed for us here a W pattern. A W pattern. And with this W pattern, we could just get this easy projection to this was supply zone. It's as easy as that. So now for the week of 20th to 24th, what I see the market playing out right now is this. Since we still have this trend going this way, this is an impulse, this is a correction, and this is a supply zone. Our overall forecast is to head to this low, right? Yes. So with this in mind now, I anticipate Euro USD to continue this push to the downside to head towards the supply zone. This is the primary supply zone is meant to head towards. Okay, this primary supply zone is meant to head towards. Okay, so this is what I see for Euro USD, and the next is GBP USD. So GBP USD also had the same viewpoint as for last week. The market was over here on Sunday evening when we did the market technical breakdown. So the market is going to have what a push up. This was a push up. A correction is coming. This was the correction, and then another push up to head towards the supply zone. So with this in mind now, what I anticipate for GBP/USD is for a sell, since it is almost getting to the supply zone, but it has not gotten to the supply zone. So this is still possible for GBP/USD. A little push up before we now get this overall sell. So before I even continue, I need to update this chart. Let's update the Euro USD chart, please. We always do this, okay? Top down analysis. We always do this. So let me update this chart. Let me update this chart. Okay, good. Then let's go to daily time frame. It's very, very important I do this. Very important. The daily time frame supply zone is still intact and demand zone is still intact. Then the 4 hours, very important I do this. Okay, so good. So this is intact. This has been updated. Let's go to the GBP USD. Then let's update from the weekly time frame. Good. Let's just point out the previous week low over here. And let's point at the previous week high over here. Good. Then we go to the daily time frame. On daily time frame, we spot that the daily supply is still intact, the demand is still intact. Good one. Then we go to the 4 hours frame. 4 hours time frame, daily supply as well. So this is what I see. A retest for GPU, a retest down, push up. This cannot even be deep. It can be very little like this. Okay, it might not be this deep. It might be very little like this to push up to head towards the supply zone to grab that liquidity there before it drops. So this is what I see for GPUs. It's going to push up, but the overall move for the week is for a sell. Yeah, so you need to be patient for the sell. But for scalpers, you want to scalp 20 pips, 10 pips to get. You can scalp your buys to get to that top. But the trend is your friend. The trend is your friend. The trend is your friend. And if you look at the trend, what is the trend? The trend is usually telling us that we're going down. You get going down. So if you ride along with the trend and you give yourself enough breathing space on your stop loss, overall you come out with either break even, you don't lose any money, or little profit. But there is no how that you can come out to be like massive loss, except to give yourself very, very little stop loss. If you give yourself a lot of breathing space, then you see good results. So for GBP JPY, this was our move for GBP JPY for last week. The market was here, okay, and then the market did impulse correction. We had a demand zone here, okay, and then we said two things. We said two things. For me and now, GP JPY can start buying to the upside to head towards the supply zone we have over here, or break this is now a supply zone turned into a demand zone. Supply zone turned into a demand zone. Yeah. Let me shift this stuff so it's good. This is now a supply zone, which is it was resisting the market from going up. It came here as a selling, came back down, selling, came back down. But then after this gap happened, it moved, then came back to retest this level, as a demand zone. So for now, we're anticipating push to the upside. Push to the upside, okay. So that's it. So let me delete this. But remember, this gap needs to be filled. I'm still concerned about this gap because there are other Japanese yen pairs that has filled this gap. For instance, AUD JPY has filled this gap. NZD JPY has filled this gap. You get these two pairs that filled the gap, but USD JPY has not filled. Euro JPY has not filled. GBP JPY has not filled. USD CHF JPY has not filled. CAD JPY has not filled. Only AUD JPY and NZ JPY has filled this gap, and it is necessary that the market fills this gap. It's necessary. So that's why I give you that second play that could happen. But with that in mind, let's just update this chart. Let's update this chart over here. Yeah, we mark out this high. This is previous week high. Then, and this is the previous week low. Then the daily time frame. On daily time frame, we mark out daily demand and daily supply. So that daily demand is still intact. This daily demand here, this is where the daily demand. Let me point it out. This here is the daily demand over here. Good. So the daily demand is still intact. But for that, I can call this a re-optimization zone. That's what they call re-optimization zone over here. This is a re-optimization zone whereby a supply is used as a demand zone. That is what they call. It's called a re-optimization zone. But still, the market has rules. This gap needs to be filled. This gap. So me, I feel like this trend may continue. Okay, this impulse correction, structure, impulse correction, find out impulse correction to fill this gap. This gap needs to be filled. Okay, once this gap is filled and comes into this demand zone, this is when I can have the momentum to place massive buy. Okay, for this push, but this needs to happen. because gap needs to be filled. Okay, and the market has memories, and when this gap can fill, it can fill very fast. You can be sleeping Asia session for us that are in West Africa. Okay, you can be sleeping Asia session like the time AUD at JPY failed and NZJPY failed. It was last week Thursday. Go and check it because I trade Asia sessions last week Thursday. Within that duration of 11 p.m. to like 2 a.m. the market was just dropping drastically and went to the what to fill this gap. Early morning Friday, that's when the market started by AUDJPY, NZJPY. Go and check it out. Okay, so this is what I see. This is what I see for GBPJPY, as in based on structure now, because I'm just adding it up. Based on structure, I need to see this place, please. Okay, so we go to this gold. The famous superstar. So this was gold for last week. Just buys. Okay, so this was a rapid parabolic run. So based on analysis I see for gold, let me go to the daily time frame. I want to analyze gold with the daily time frame. I want to show you guys something very important. Okay, so this is what they call a symmetric triangle, or yes, an ascending triangle. Good. So one thing about this market is that it has memories. If you see the move that gold pushed before going into this triangle, let's do it this way. Let me get this and measure it from here up to this top. There was a psychological level there. What was that psychological level? Psychological level of that is 3,500. Let's place it this way. Boom, 3,500. As soon as the market broke that price, when did the market break that triangle? That's the question you should ask. When did the market break that triangle? It broke it on this day over here, on 28th of August 2025. Okay, so if you place this from this low, where the last low the market created, to where the market needs to be, there is a psychological level that the market needs to get to at least 4,600 based on this calculation. 4,600. This is the first way of you predicting the take profit of this type of triangle. Okay, because once the breakout happens, there is always a leg that needs to be filled. Okay, so with this in mind now, let's just update this chart. Let's mark out the previous week high over here. The US is currently on a shutdown, okay, and I have insider sources that are telling me that it has to do with what the Democrats think about healthcare premiums. The current price for healthcare premiums in the United States of America is $800, but they want to increase that by 100%, which is that they are not going to be paying $800 for the premiums anymore. You're going to pay $1,600. That's $1,600 for premium healthcare, just to get a premium healthcare service. And you might not know, in the United States of America, you don't just go and see a doctor whenever you're sick. You place an appointment. But premium services gives you an edge, okay, to get the treatment done sooner rather than later. Okay, so that's literally what premium, good complementary services. Okay, so this is the daily time frame. So in daily time frame, I'll mark out this as daily demand. I'm just using a line, I'm not getting a zone. I'm still going to mark out my validation points or my levels. I'm going to mark out, because when market starts creating all-time highs, the banks just trade with levels. They don't really trade with demand and supply zone. So these yellow lines I just placed here is just for a particular level. I see that there is a resistance and there is a support on the daily frame. So we go to the 4 hours time frame. So literally on the 4 hours time frame, I still see that gold has this momentum of this is what is a push down, but nobody can do close below this low. This is a low. This is a low. This is like the market had this up, retest up, rated. So from here now, I still see that gold could move up towards this demand zone minimum, but it can extend. Because when I check that calculation, remember our ultimate level is 4,600. Secondly, let me pull your attention to this. My insider source asked me, is this the reason why the market has been going up, gold has been going up, just because of this premium, Democrats premium, and Trump saying that this it's too expensive and so on and so forth? No, that's not just the only reason. The second reason is, in China, there's a particular mineral resource that China has limited access to the whole world. This mineral resource now is used, okay? It is mined in China, okay? 60% of the total supply in the world is mined in China, 20% in West Africa, Nigeria, okay? Then the remaining 30% is split all over the whole world, okay? 90% of these mineral resources are processed in China, 90%. So China really has like the controlling monopoly of this particular mineral resource, and this mineral resource now is used to create chips, AI chips. These AI chips that you see that Nvidia is using, the Tesla is using, and every other company that's creating AI is using this. The mineral resource that is used to get it, okay, is processed in China, and China is saying that we don't want anybody to come and export it from us anymore. They're not giving the world access to come and export it anymore. Okay, that's it. So also these mineral resources now are used to create rockets that US is using to produce rockets, submarines, military tanks, ammunitions, guns. So the mineral resource is very, very important. It's essential. Okay, so once China declared that nobody should have access to it, that they are limiting, that placing a ban on exports for that particular mineral resource, Trump came out and said what he said, that they were imposing 100% tariff on China. Okay, and it's going to start by November. That's when the market tanked, and that also boosts gold. When there is uncertainty, gold rallies. Also, the BRICS nation, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, okay, they have started doing trades without the United States dollar as the base currency, which means that if you're in Russia, you want to buy products from India, you can pay in your Russian currency. Just like India now is buying oil from Russia, and US has been imposing tariff on India, telling them if they don't stop buying oil from Russia, they will keep imposing high tariffs on them. So they need to stop buying oil from Russia to reduce the tariff. So it's a trade war, okay? So they are literally stopping wars like ammunition, bombs, type of war, but they're putting the war in the trade, in the market, and it's very volatile. And we saw this coming before Trump even got into that seat. We knew this is the type of approach he has. So with this in mind, this is all affecting the price of gold. So the Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa has created their own currency. It is like, as in there is like 36 country flags on that currency, and they're pegging this currency to gold. The same process that the US did not do. They pegged their currency from gold, which gives them the leverage, the cheat code to print trillions of dollars in debt without even paying the debt back. So now Brazil, Russia, India, China are tying their whole currency to gold, bringing back that trust, controlling that inflation. Do you know about in 50 years ago, before this DPEG was happened, one man with a job can be able to feed his family throughout their lifetime. But right now, even when a man has a job and the wife also works as well, you can even find it. You see that they are even living based on bare minimum because of what? Inflation. The currency is still tanking low. The currency is tanking because it is not pegged to any reasonable asset. It's not pegged to any reasonable asset. So with this in mind, that's why gold is going up. So now US has said for them to be able to bring back the trust people have in the dollar, they are going to re-evaluate their gold reserve. If you know, the US back then took all the gold from the hands of owners, okay, packed it in a reserve and then gave them the dollar. So everyone then gave their gold to the US. Even countries came and stored their gold in US reserves, okay, and took the dollar as loan, okay, to be able to operate their financial processes. But right now, the US is saying that they're going to reevaluate their gold reserve, and when they reevaluate their gold reserve, what's going to happen? Gold is going to spike up. Currently, their reserve in US is pegged $50 per gold bar. When they revalue, they can revalue to $10,000 per gold bar. This is going to give them the edge to also, as in, take control of this reserve and stabilize their currency, stabilize inflation in a very large way. So this is something you need to be aware of, that the gold bars you own are very valuable as much as money right now. And the original price of gold is going to resurface whenever that revaluation is done by the US government. So I think that is enough. Let's then move to BTC USD. BTC USD. So this was our forecast for BTC USD for last week Friday. Okay, so the market was here when we did our analysis. We said the market is going to go up. This was the market, and then tanked down. And this is exactly what the market to do what? Fill this gap. There was a gap I showed you guys, and that's exactly what the market did all throughout last week. So if you are just selling from Monday when the market went up and then just tanked down, you will have made good profit. So this sell pressure is still on play, because I told you the overall demand level is like roughly $100,000. When Bitcoin gets to $100,000, that's when you now start positioning for your buys. Okay, so for me now, I still see possibility of Bitcoin selling down. So let's update this chart. Let's go to the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, mark out the previous week high, previous week low. Mark out this previous week high over here and previous week low over here. Good. Then you go to the daily time frame. On daily time frame, mark out the daily demand and daily supply. So that daily demand and daily supply is still intact. What I have there is still intact. Then go to 4 hours time frame. The 4 hours time frame, okay, demand and supply, yeah, still intact as well. So basically what I see for this right now is, for Bitcoin, is if this high is taken, okay, there is a high chance that the market is going to keep rallying to the upside. But for right now, this is still possible for me to still rally, to now start getting my buy pressures. Okay, here I see for Bitcoin to take this low, to get into this $100,000 mark, then we start to rally to the upside. So that's literally what I see mainly for Bitcoin right now. But when this high is taken, this high, okay, when this high is taken, this previous week high is taken, then there's chances that we're going to keep moving to the upside. But for now, this is what I see for BTC USDT. Then ETH USDT. So this was our forecast for ETH USDT for last week. The market was here on Sunday. We told you guys the market is going to go up and then it's going to go to the downside. This is where we wanted to buy in from, like 3,500. Okay, so but ETH USDT has a different story. Why? Is because it has touched this demand zone I had interest in. When the market dropped, it has touched this demand zone I had interest in. So there's chances that the market is just, if it breaks this, I can see this counter trend, more like this counter trend like this. So you see it broke the counter trend, and you see there's chances. That's why I drew this. That's a retest I drew, and then that it can continue to the upside. So Ethereum has a very different structure. You see, all these counter trends has been broken. Okay, so with this in mind, now let's go to the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, I will update the previous week low, which was here, and previous week high, which is here. Then go to daily time frame. On daily time frame, market daily demand and daily supply. Okay, that daily demand and daily supply is still intact. Okay, let me delete this. Then I go to the 4 hours time frame. So on the 4 hours time frame, I still see that the market we need to come back down a bit for us to now start looking for buys for Ethereum. Minimum this high. Minimum this high. So that's what I see. Minimum this high for Ethereum. Or it can go beyond that level, but minimum this high. Then the next is Solana USDT. So this Solana has still not achieved that, but Solana has the same structure as Ethereum though. It touched that demand level, okay. But if for the sell, so last week it played out as intended. So let's go to the weekly time frame and update this chart. This previous week high, although this previous week low, this previous week high over here. Okay, then we mark out the daily time frame. Demand and supply. Okay, that's still intact. Okay, nothing to change there. Then the 4 hours time frame. Based on what I can see, the market is creating more like this is like the W pattern. For confirmation of the W pattern, the minimum it can get to is like this high. So that's one thing I'm looking forward to, this high. If it gets to this high, then good. You can now start selling. You can sell a lot. If it buys and gets to this high, you can still sell a lot. But if it breaks this high, then yes, you know that we are going higher massively. Okay, but it could get to this high. It could get to this high and have a rejection from here. Okay, so that's what I see currently for Solana. Meanwhile, if I am to spot out this like this, you see, it has not actually broken the counter trend yet. Neither has this. Okay, so still here, that tariff issue has dropped. If on what's it called? On China, dropped. That input tariffs on China not. So once it dropped, okay. Remember when the President Trump came out and said that he has placed neutral tariff on all the countries in the whole world. Neutral tariffs on all the countries in the whole world, including China. What's happened? And there was a trade deal then between China and US. Okay, the China and US had a meeting that week. Once they now came out, I think it was the Vice President of US came out and said that they have reached a deal with the Chinese embassy and this and this and this. What happened? Bitcoin started rallying, and hit an all-time high. As soon as that day, I pointed out that day on my chart. Wait, let me go to my chart on Bitcoin. I pointed out that day, and then they said it's going to be a 90 days pause. A 90 days pause. What happened? Bitcoin rallied. Okay, let's go to weekly time for Bitcoin rally, and I marked out that day. Good. This was the day that announcement was made. This was the day. Okay, no, this is not it. This is not it. This is something else. Let's go to the daily time frame. I marked out that day on the chart. But did I remove it by mistake? But it should be around this level. It should be around this level. This April, May, between April, May. Around this level, April, May. And then Bitcoin started rallying up and got a new all-time high. That was when Bitcoin rallied up and broke this high. Got this new all-time high. Okay, so literally the market still drives based on fundamentals. So if if there is no news coming out in due time, because Trump has also posted a tweet today that if China should reduce this ban on that mineral resource, until China does that, then there's going to be positive sentiment. But right now, traders are still just skeptic that the market is still going to drop. So for me, this is what I see for Bitcoin. Then for Solana, I still see this sell coming out. It can sell from higher grounds, but for this sell, it's still possible. Ethereum is the only one that is giving me more of like a bullish vibe, but the bullish vibe is little, which is just minimum this previous week high. Then when you get there, then I can sell the bags you get. So that's literally what I see for the market. But sentiment are still negative, and it's not by November itself is going to hit up very, very well, because I see China is trying to use this opportunity that US is facing these challenges now to take advantage of the market. They went on the shutdown, then they're now imposing that nobody can export these minerals. Almost it's like you see where fire is burning and you're pouring fuel. That's what China did. That's when US now said what they said. You get? So that's it. So if you're interested to know more, please visit our WhatsApp community. Okay, the link is going to be in the description. This WhatsApp community now has been broken down. 10 digital link community. Please, I'm making an announcement on this. We have the VIP signal group, okay, which has to do with VIP signals for Forex, okay, and crypto. We have the 10 digital link group. Okay, this is the free group. Okay, in this free group now you're going to get information about crypto and Forex, okay, free signals, okay. Then we have the airdrop group. There's an airdrop that's currently going on, okay. You can be able to earn 10 billion WikiCats token, 10 billion, which is roughly around $1,255. If you have $1,255, this information is not for you, okay. But if you don't, join this 10 digital airdrop group. My target is to hit 30 users. So currently in this group are just 14 members. We want to hit 30 users. Once I get to 30 users, then I'll drop the airdrop. You're going to be able to earn this 10 billion WikiCat by 9th of November. If you join this group and carry out this airdrop, you'll be able to win this 30 billion WikiCat by 9th of November. It's very close. We're in 20th of October, okay, in about 3 weeks time, okay. So then we have the synthetics group. There's a lot of people that have voted that I should create a synthetics group, which we have created the synthetics group. This is the signals we sent on Saturday. You can see the date there on Saturday, okay. Or for a long time I've been trading now. I've been trading for 5 years. I started trading 5 years actively. I registered my company 4 years ago. My company is going to be 4 years on the 28th of October 2029. There's an event we're organizing here in the town of Enugu, okay. It will be announced very shortly. We are 4 years in business. We're not giving up. We have not quit, okay. We have been profitable. We have invested in assets on the name of the company, and we're still scaling up. So the thing there that we started to diversify. People are talking about synthetics, okay. Let me know more about synthetics, okay. It has to do with research. I studied about synthetics, introduced the broker, which is Derive, okay. I started trading it and I've made good profits trading synthetics. Currently an account I'm trading is up 80%. I started the account with $10,000. The account is currently at $18,000. So I've really mastered the risk management, because that was one thing I was fearful of. And this is the risk management list I also share with those in the community. These are the signals I sent. And then on Saturday, that same Saturday, this is the account. The account was at $15,000, okay. But as I'm telling you now, these two trades I sent are a massive profit, and the account, as at this morning, as I'm speaking to, is $18,000, okay. 2 trades, crash 100 index and jump 25 index, okay. So these the signals I sent, okay. And then this was a question this particular member sent: how much will you use to teach me? Okay, so also offering classes, and we're offering the signals as well for this synthetics. So if you're interested, join that group. Then we have the AI trading inner circle, okay. This AI trading inner circle now are covering both Forex trading bots, crypto trading bots, okay. And if we have a synthetic trading bot, we'll be covering it here as well. But currently, the training that is in this group now has to do with the crypto trading bot, which we have been working on, and is working very, very well. And we'll be telling you more when you join that group. So that's just it, man. These are the groups you need to join. These are the opportunities on the table for you. Okay, so if you're open-minded to learn more as well, you can dive down to our website, www.digitalink.com. This is where you get our business plan presentation. That's the first thing you get over here. Just play this video over here. Okay, welcome back. Thank you for the patience. So regarding the website academy, we've already completed the market technical breakdown. We have talked about our community on WhatsApp, all the opportunities you can grab from our community, joining our community on WhatsApp. The link is going to be on the description. So what I'm sharing with you guys now has to do with those who want to learn how to trade, okay. On our website, you go to www.digitalink.com and see welcome to our site. If you need help, simply reply to this message. You are online and ready to help. You have an AI, okay, that is 24 hours available to reply to your inquiries. Just chat and communicate with the AI over here. Ask them what's the prices. If I make payments, how do I gain access, and so on and so forth. So let me get a sample done. So a new conversation. So the message has come up. So you can just ask, what is the packages or packages you have for learning? So the AI is active 24/7 to answer your inquiries. The name of the AI is Karen. Okay, so it tells you the Academy offers a basic membership package which provides full access to the 10x Digital Link academic course, live trading webinar, pro trading signals, and advanced trading resources for $49 per month. If you need more details or have other questions, feel free to ask. So the AI is 24 hours available. Anyone the AI cannot answer, you to schedule a meeting to tell you, okay, go to this mail, schedule a meeting with me. Okay, and then you can just go to our website. You have this free package over. If you want to just test out the website to see how it is, we have some free educational materials. Once you log in with the free account, you gain access to our referral links. We have our official broker HFM. We have our trading view account, one we use to analyze. We have our official crypto broker BitGet crypto exchange. We have coin market cap for crypto analysis, 10 trade that gives you funding up to $50,000 trading capital, bamboo stock trading. So I was talking to a friend of mine today. He's in Thailand and he buys stocks. He's a Nigerian, but he's in Thailand buying stocks in Nigeria. And he was showing me about his stocks portfolio. He's up in profit this year and he's going to receive dividend this year. He also listed companies who receiving dividend. So I was now considering even adding stock trading to 10x Digital Link, whereby you can register on Bamboo and start buying stocks, okay, which can pay you dividend. And with the introduction of income tax by next year 2026 by our president Tinubu, okay, it means that if you buy stocks and you make profit, let's say for instance you buy stocks of ₦1 million and at the end of the year the stock appreciates in value and turns out to be ₦2 million, because a lot of banking stocks which I bought did that, okay, you earn dividend on that stock at the end of the year, one. And two, if you sell that stock profit, like if you sell the extra 1 million on top of that ₦1 million you bought, like as a profit, you pay in capital gains tax. So instead of you doing that, you need to do carry trading. That's what they call carry trading. That profit now you transfer it to another stock with the help of your broker. So instead of you selling, the broker is not going to say that you sold. They're going to say that you carried the profit onto another trade. That's literally how the rich and wealthy avoid tax using stock. Okay, so if you want to know more about this concept, go through the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, read chapter 5. Okay, he's going to tell you more about this, because the education gives you knowledge which you can now take action and get the results for yourself as well. So this is where you now come to the academy. On the top right, you can click to academy course content. On the course content, this is where you now visit all our free and paid content. If you pay, you get access to the free content. If you don't pay, you get access to the if you pay, you get access to the paid content. If you don't pay, you get access to the free content. Okay, so I'll click on the top right again, then the academy, my course content, and boom, it opens up easily. So these are paid content. 10x Digital Link Crypto Academy. We have the audio book. This is free. This audio book is free. We have different audio books that we have read, like 10 access to buy in this hyperinflation period, real estate investment guide, stock market basics, then crypto investment tips. So everything covers here. Assets you can buy, real estate investment guide, stock market I just spoke of now, and crypto. Knowledge is given to you not just for you to know, but for you to take proper, responsible actions. So with that, let's now go to other courses. We have other courses like this. Rise and Grind is free. I'm showing you the free content because if you have a free account, this Rise and Grind is free. Okay, then this Pro Forex is paid. Okay, if you want to understand how to analyze the market like us, this Pro content is paid. The Beginner Forex Part 1A is paid. Beginner Forex Part 1B is paid. NASDAQ course is paid. Synthetic course is coming. Synthetic course is coming to be uploaded there. Since we already have a synthetics group, it is coming. It will be uploaded there. So we have the synthetics course and many more. So there are other things like trade signals. You send out trade signals, your traders tools. Then affiliate portal, you have a unique affiliate portal. Then crypto orders, we are working on our crypto orders whereby you can place buys and sells for crypto. Like for instance, you can choose the coin you want to buy, like Bitcoin. Like I told you guys, when you get 100,000, you need to buy Bitcoin. So you say when you get 100,000, you want to buy 0.0006 Bitcoin. Then you put your wallet address, you buy. So we're working with technical tools as well. Place sell option. So if you want to sell your crypto, okay, you come through the process, you click sell, then the wallet address appears, then you'll be able to send the crypto, you receive notification, send the payment to you instantly. So that's coming on board, working with the team as well. So you can go over here and place your buy orders here, place your wallet, and then we'll communicate with you, and then we'll carry out the transactions in less than an hour and you get it. Okay, then we have affiliate portals, we have traders tools, advanced terminals, my FX book news. For those that are wondering, Anthony knows a lot about this news, that news, what is happening in China, what's happening in US. This is because I go through my FX book news that is in our back end. Okay, so this is US futures rise as investors turn gaze to earnings, market wrap. Okay, this is China cancels platinum tax debates that have stood since 2023. All these news are important. It moves the market. Oil holds losses as investors look ahead to US-China trade talks. This is the trade talks that happened back then in April. That the US now said, they will pause tariff on every country. Let's see what then happens. If you go through this, you can read it and now position yourself to know. Oil holds losses. These are very, very important news. Most importantly, these trade talks, everybody is waiting for it. Crypto market is waiting for it. Oil market is waiting for it. Forex market is waiting for it. Most importantly, crypto market is waiting for it because that's the one that affected as in tanked very, very well. Even the forex market, because once this trade talks is settled, now we can now start seeing US considering what opening their borders, like the shutdown will stop. So that's it mainly. So that's the products we can offer here. So if you want to also have other links, like we have seminars that are going on, like this past weekend on Saturday, there is a seminar that held in Owerri. You can come over here, trading seminars and events hosted by one sponsor broker HFM. You can come over here and see the events for yourself, register for this event. Then you can come over and schedule a meeting with me. If you have any difficulty, you can schedule a meeting, Zoom meeting with me. Then free trading education, our YouTube channel. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel and get free trading education. Our recommended broker is HFM. Second recommended broker is XNES. Our crypto broker Binance, KuCoin. The current stock broker is Bamboo. Trading View. These are links. Okay, you can use to register. Then 10 trade for our prop firm to get $50,000. Then this is the trading capital. So join Forex Make Easy Telegram group. This is Telegram group. And 10 digital in Telegram group. This is for crypto. Okay. Then 10 digital in WhatsApp free signal group. If you click this WhatsApp free signal group, okay, it will bring you to the WhatsApp group. Then from the WhatsApp group, you can now join other communities like the airdrop community, the synthetics community, the other communities that we have on that WhatsApp I showed you guys earlier. Then TikTok and so on and so forth. So these are official links. No other link is meant to be clicked on. And I believe that with this, I've been able to explain briefly everything that has to do with digital. I wish you a profitable trading week. Okay, I hope you like, share, and subscribe this content with your friends and family. And also try as much as possible to comment below the parts you enjoyed or any inquiries you might have. Have a profitable trading week, guys.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this.